LL.
Yo,
First of all, I'm gonna stand up because I gotta pay respect to the GOAT. Okay. Much love to you, sir.
much love to you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
When I say the GOAT, sir, you've been in this game for 40 of them, 40 years. Who
Yeah.
does that? And you still going strong and you have never missed a beat. Like, just tell me that part. How do you manage to continue to recreate and just be the GOAT decade after decade after decade?
I really, 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 really love our culture. I really love hip hop for real. And I'm very, very comfortable with the idea of being called an MC or a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to talk about anything outside. It doesn't mean I don't do other things. Everybody knows I
Right.
do other things, but like first and foremost, I'm an MC and a rapper and an artist in that area, and that's what I do. So I believe there's honor in that, you know what I'm saying, and loving and honoring what you do, you know what I mean? And then just having fun. Like I ain't, not being bored. I do it because I love it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I take time off and observe the world, care about the world, stay connected with the world, and then jump back in it, both feet, you know what I'm saying, and just get it and get
Yeah.
to it, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's man, it's just playing, man, having fun. You know what I'm saying, Beyonce? Just having fun. It ain't
Yes.
even really that serious. It's just like, yo, like have some fun with it. It's like a little kid that loves basketball or something. It's just by the
Right.
grace of God, I'm blessed to do it with my mind and my spirit, and it's art. So you can just keep going. There's no
Mhm.
reason to stop. You don't have to stop at year 30 or 40. You can keep rocking, you know?
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Natural talent. You're just sick with it, man. You're sick with it. Let's talk about Saturday Night Special
Yeah,
featuring Rick Ross
yeah.
and Fat Joe. And as
Mhm.
I was just saying, it's like you get right in, and a little younger generation of cats that will be introducing you to maybe some cats who didn't know you back in the 80s because they weren't born. But I'm just saying, this
Yeah.
track is so fire. It's
Thank you.
crazy.
Thank you.
It's nuts.
Huh?
It's nuts.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, for real, thank you. I always say I got two crowds, right? I got the don't call it a comeback crowd and the he raps with a question mark crowd. He raps, so it's like the idea of, you know, bringing those crowds together, giving the don't call it a comeback crowd something that they can vibe to and that they love, and at the same time giving the he raps crowd something that's new and innovative for them. That's the goal, right? Because it's like James Cameron, you know what I'm saying, when he does a movie like Avatar, or like any large, huge director, or if they do Lord of the Rings. When they do a film, it's really, really important, and it's special, and it's meaningful. And that's how I feel about my music. That's how I feel about my albums and my music when I do it. And I do two types, right? I do some where I'm in a vacuum and I do it for me, and those are usually experimental and like weird and avant-garde. And then I do some albums where I do it for the culture, and because I feel like I want to make a contribution specifically to the culture. This album and this project is for the culture. So this is going to be something that, I believe will touch people. I think some of the songs on the new record are real innovative. And Tip, he really, helped me think about it and really edit it and really,
Mhm.
kind of, what I'm saying, remove, like clean up
Yeah.
the house, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Or
I see a
decorate the
little.
house.
I see a little grimier LL on this too. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if
Just a
anybody,
tinge. Just a
yeah,
tinge.
more than a tinge. I mean, I don't know who thought I wasn't grimy. Like, they just don't. They've been seeing them tuxedos at the Grammys too much or something. I don't know where they think I'm from, but you know, I gotta, you gotta write what's inspired and what's true. And I'll tell you another thing about that too. A lot of times, what happens is artists, you know, as an artist, if you have any level of success, even an executive, even an on-air personality, you start going from your house to your Uber Black, or from your apartment to your SUV, and you get in a bubble. And when you get in that bubble, you forget how real people are living their lives and what they're going through. You forget that people are sleeping on the floor to dodge bullets. You forget that there's you know, the elevator smelling like, you know, urine. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Mm.
forget about the danger of the world. And I think that you can't speak to people that you can't relate to if you don't relate to what they're going through. So, you know, while I do appreciate the idea of going to the next level, and we all want to do that, at the same time, as an artist, you have to be connected to the community. Like
Yeah.
it can't, you can't really, like it doesn't work if you disconnected. That higher than thou or is not, that doesn't work for me as an artist. Like I want to touch the people, and I've always been about that. You know what I'm saying? So that and that morphs and that changes as you mature because you know we're not going to write the same thing I wrote when I was 19, but that doesn't mean that we can't relate. It just I have to be on the same page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Man, always keep your word, always pay them back. Man, that
Yeah.
was just going through my head. Like, I'm like, this track is just insane. It's good stuff. It's
Thank
good
you. That's
stuff.
how it'll keep you alive, right?
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
about it, and that applies whether you on the hardest street, the raw street moment, nursing school, walking the corporate board, hazing, trying to pledge, you name it. Like playing at basketball practice, keeping your word, staying solid, doing what you say you're gonna do, you know, and mean what you say what you mean. Like that right there, that's gonna help you.
Yep.
That'll go a long way. You know what I mean? So that's what it was about. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it works. It stayed in my head for sure. So,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
So the album's dropping in the fall.
Albums coming in the
Okay.
fall. There'll be more music. There'll be more singles between this one
Okay.
and the album. So you know, I'm coming. The album's called The Force, you know, and I think it's real special. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a ball with it, man.
We
Let's do
can't
what we
wait.
do.
I was on the edge of the seat, the tour that you did last year, and you said that album was coming,
Yeah,
man. We must have lost our minds. We were like, what? So I
yeah,
am too excited for
yeah.
it. Can you give me just a little bit, like, who else gonna be on the album? Can you?
You know what? Saturday Night
Ah,
Special's a little
come
bit
on,
right now, but
LL.
I'll come back. Stay
Turn
tuned.
at
We
me,
gonna get to
man.
it, Miss Fox. We gonna get to it.
I'm
I
too
got you.
ready.
I got you. But this it's like grandma cooking and all that.
Okay.
Stay out the pots, man. We
Okay.
coming, baby.
I'm
We
gonna let you
coming.
slide.
Now it's
I'm gonna
coming
let you
up for
slide.
real. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me slide a little bit. It's coming. I
Okay.
promise you. Like it's you know, we're gonna have some fun with this. Like we're gonna have some fun. And the thing is, I want to really show people more
Okay.
than I tell them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell them to the extent of you know letting people know, promoting it so people are aware of it. But beyond that, I want them to be able to, because yo, you got to press play. Because me as a fan, today or when I was 16, the only way I'm gonna care is when I press play. If I press
Hmm.
play and I love it,
Yeah.
ultimately that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? People about that
That's
action, man.
true.
They want that action. You can
Yeah. Actions
you can
speak
do
louder
this
than
all right.
words. Yep.
What's that action looking?
Yeah.
What that
That's
action
true.
looking like,
That's
man? How's
definitely true. Yep.
some action?
So LL, first
Yeah.
album in 11 years? Okay.
Yeah, something like that
Okay.
over a
Okay.
decade. Yeah, and that album was more of an introspective type of deal. So my last like major release might have been
Hmm.
2 decades. You know, like that was because that was a small independent thing I decided to do for me, and it was a different. I was just
Yeah.
doing something different, experimenting, like I told you. So this is my first major, you know, release in probably two
Yeah,
couple of
but you
decades. Yeah.
still drop something in every decade since you've been out. I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Oh yeah.
whew, all fire. All
Oh
fire.
yeah. Oh
So
yeah. Thank you.
LL, you're an
Thank you.
actor, you're an author, you're an executive producer. I could go
Yeah.
on and on about your accolades. Grammy winner, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, first to get the Kennedy honor. I mean, goat, goat. Okay. What in the
Yeah,
world?
I got
Yeah,
some trophies.
do you? What in the world is it next for you? I mean, you've done it all. You've mastered this music thing. What is it that you want to do? Anything else outside of course, being an MC and the greatest?
Yeah. So we here on this planet to maximize our potential, right? So the thing is, you set a goal, you accomplish it, you set another goal,
Hmm.
and you don't never stop wanting it. Like, why stop wanting it? Like, for what? To sit in a chair and have a remote control and just watch TV all day and do nothing? Like, what is the point of that? And it ain't even about like, yeah, I'm, you know, I'm doing well, but it ain't even about the money because it's like You could have an apartment and a lazy boy and be fairly comfortable and still don't have to do nothing. It's about feeling those things that are inside of you and really making it come to fruition. Yeah. It's about making your dreams a reality consistently, because that's the way to like really take advantage of your time on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want somebody to walk inside and look at me and I'm sitting on the couch like, what are you doing? Nah. And I don't want to look at myself in the mirror and say that. I want to go get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay hungry. You got to be hungry your entire life. Yeah. Like, to me, like, lions don't stop being hungry. They just stay hungry till it's over. They keep hunting till it's over.
Okay. What you hunting for? That's what I'm asking you, though. What is it that you're hunting for?
To maximize my potential and go after anything I'm inspired to go after. Okay. So it's like, okay, I'll give you an example. Like, right now, I made the record. The thing that inspired me was the idea that in most genres, people celebrate Mick Jagger and Bruce Springsteen and, Paul McCartney, and they celebrate these guys for their longevity. In our genre, there's this tendency to think that if somebody takes a hiatus, they're done. We just have this, and we're not even doing it on purpose. It's almost like it's been beat into our DNA that if we out of sight, out of mind, they must be finished. And I'm saying, no, I want to change that. I want to show the artists, the culture, and the fans that we have no limitations. True. So I'm just showing them that we have no limitations. You can continue to do it. I look at somebody who inspired me, like Michael Jackson. Like, every time this guy came out with an album, it was like the newest, freshest thing in the world. Yeah. Thriller might have been a peak in terms of sales, but this guy kept innovating and kept dropping stuff that was like, oh, wow, Smooth Criminal. Like, it was crazy. So I'm like, if Mike could do it, I could do it. Never limit yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking, I want to show, but in this genre, because this is a type of genre. So I want to show these people we can do it. So that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Okay. Absolutely, sir. I'm so happy for you. Like I said, you're the GOAT. You've been doing this for many, many years, and you're flawless with it. It's in your DNA. You're just an amazing person too. I mean, we love LL Cool J just for who you are, your example, your you're like a role model to people. And I gotta tell you, man, I Need Love. That song inspired me to want to be a rapper. Now, don't laugh. Don't laugh. People look at me, they say, B, you corny. Stick with R&B, stick with radio. But when I tell you, LL, you inspire me to want to be a rapper.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
That.
So on that note, before I let you go, what 2 or 3 pieces of nuggets, some pointers that you can tell someone like me who wants to rap?
So I think the first thing, when I listened to what you said, the first thing I heard was the resistance that you're feeling from other people, which is affecting emotionally how far you're willing to commit to it.
Yeah. That's
the first thing that I heard. I didn't, I heard somebody giving me a reason why not. But sometimes you gotta look at the reason why and go for it.
Okay.
And make something great. And then it's about, I would say that, listen, at the end of the day, you don't want to be laying there taking all your dreams with you. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well get it out your system. I mean, you'll feel better about your life. And then with that being said, make it great. Whatever great is to you, make it great. Like, really, don't settle. And you don't settle. And then after that, when they press play, that's when the decisions get made. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. It's execution. You know what I'm saying? It's about execution. That'll work. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Even if I put out one record, I'm good.
I mean, why not? Good. Don't be afraid. And
Thank
people
you for that.
And remember, a lot of people will doubt until it's done.
Yeah.
You just don't have to be the one doubting.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Cannot wait. The new album coming out this fall. Saturday Night Special is out today. Y'all, you got to get this, man. This fire is all I'm going to say. Fire.
Let's get it.
Thank you, Mr. GOAT. The
Appreciate
greatest
you,
of all
Beyonce.
time. Much
Much
love to
love.
you.
Much love, baby. Peace.